So a quick video, and they're obviously very busy churning out some really interesting research this month of this year, because it's 2020 April, and it's another one from that, and it's about caffeine, so coffee intake. By the way, caffeine's high in chocolate, so if you're eating lots of chocolate, your baby may be picking that up, but that's a kind of another question. This is slightly different. So this is a study where they took a hair sample of a baby within 48 hours of being born, and I don't know whether you know or not, but you can check hair for mineral content and obviously caffeine as well, so you can see that in the hair. So it's like once it gets in the body, creeps into the hair, and it stays in the hair, because obviously I haven't had the haircut yet. And what they did is they looked at how much coffee or caffeine that a mum, it was caffeine exposure that the mum was having in the last trimester. So baby's not even born, last trimester. Then they checked what was in the baby's hair, and it was very interesting, it correlated. So basically they could tell if a mum in the last trimester drank a lot of coffee, there was a lot of this caffeine residual in the baby's hair. So sorry, it was on caffeine. So lots of caffeine in the last trimester. The baby was in the baby, or had been in the baby, and then was in the hair. And they say this is interesting because over 40% of pregnant women consume more caffeine than the current recommendations. Okay, so I really like this because it's showing that what you take in pregnancy gets to your baby and stays in your baby. So it's total common sense that it does, because the baby is growing and you're the ingredients. It's growing from you, and the ingredients for you is your food and water and air, what you're breathing in, what you're drinking, what you're eating. And I always add this on, what you're thinking as well, because if you're really stressed, you're producing hormones. If you're really chilled out, you're producing chilled out hormones. So that will accumulate in your baby. So I like this. I think what I've looked for, and is a bit harder to look for and isn't quite as good as this, is what happens to the caffeine that you're drinking now. So if you drink coffee today, will your baby not sleep well tonight? So that is actually a little bit harder to find. I'm going to have another look now, see if something new's come out. When it comes to that, I would just be aware. So why not go a few days, go a week without coffee or caffeine, so under chocolate, and see if your baby sleeps better. Just check it out, because I do thoroughly believe that it probably would have an impact. It would be just nice to come up with a nice solid bit of research for you. So what you eat in pregnancy gets to your baby, stays in them, and maybe if your baby's not sleeping well, then could be caffeine. Cut down on the caffeine and see what happens. Let me know in the comments. And have a look at colic.com on my website for the online e-course, and obviously join me on here on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll keep kind of getting these tips out to you. Thanks.